I have you clap your hands?
Clap my hands.
Was there a single moment you realized something had to change walking through that day?
I can't recall the exact day, but grade 8, I was bullied for being bigger than some of the other kids. I was 220 pounds when I was 14 or 15 years old. It's not a spot that I wanted to be in. It kind of sparked something in me to change.
What's something about Josh that most people don't see, but you've always known about him?
I think we're probably going to give the same answer here.
You go first then.
Josh is extremely sensitive.
Oh yeah, that was one of my things. Growing up, Josh was a very happy kid. He always wanted to meet people when we were out, or he'd always be the first one to make friends.
He was always at school, involved in everything, volunteered for everything, wanted to be a part of everything. Even though he was a very social kid, he didn't close in with one group of people. He liked to keep his options open. He was friends with everybody.
I'm not gonna lie, he was kind of like a crybaby a little, a little softy, but well, my name is Russell Arinaza, and I've been knowing Josh since elementary school. He was a good friend of mine, childhood buddies.
When he was younger, he did Taekwondo, and soccer was always a passion of his. He started off being a goalie because back then he didn't like running.
He would try anything. That interested him. So.
Growing up as my brother, Josh was definitely very sensitive, but he was very caring and had a way of, even if he would frustrate me, he always came with good intentions, and that always showed.
I mean, he's definitely a sensitive kid, but he was so fun and so outgoing. And every time I've walked into this house, Josh has made sure that he's come and given me a hug. My first impressions of him were definitely that he's my best friend's annoying little brother. He was about 8 or 9 at the time, so almost 10 years ago now, I would say.
He was a big kid, you know. I transferred to Fox because I wanted to go play football. We kind of feathered apart, kind of do our own thing, but we still kept that bond close.
What were some of the biggest challenges you watched Josh go through, and how did he overcome them?
I would say early high school was probably the biggest challenge because kids are mean. So there were a few ups and downs with like friendship circles, and
there was an incident of online bullying, you might almost say, that we had to deal with, a number of parents and other kids, and it was directly at Josh, so that was something we had to deal with.
Yeah.
Walk me through how that kind of felt.
It didn't feel very good, to be honest with you. It hurt. There was times where it really hurt, especially when close friends that you thought were friends said stuff behind your back. It wasn't like it was an everyday thing. It was almost like was just kind of there. It kind of like came back and touched back in the 8 to 9 grade when people were still kind of finding their groove with stuff and people didn't really care what they said about certain individuals.
After it happened, I think it bothered him, but after, he just basically said, I don't care. Like, if people are going to be like this, I'm just going to do what I want to do, and if other people want to do that to me, like, those aren't the kind of people I'm going to hang out with or want to be associated with. And it kind of triggered him into where he is now.
For me, it was kind of like you get up and you look at yourself, oh, this is how I look, this is how I'm going to look for the rest of my life. It was just, it needed to happen.
Looking back, what was one moment that you'll never forget with Josh?
It was, I think, that moment when Josh decided that he wanted to change, be the best version of himself that he could be, where he decided, I'm going to change who I am, make myself feel better about himself. And then that's when he started going to the gym, taking care of himself a lot more, looking more into fitness, just started watching what he ate. He basically transformed his whole life, but just to go from where he was to where he is today, he did it all on his own without any influence from us.
You told yourself that you wanted something different.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first thing you did?
First thing I did was I went to the gym with my buddy Russell. I've been friends with him since elementary school, so he's kind of been with me through my ups and downs. He already had a good foundation in the gym. He kind of showed me the ropes and the ways a little bit with everything, and then I kind of got my ground into it, and we kind of just continued to go together. So he definitely held me accountable for sure.
We started working out fresh into high school, so we were new to the game, so we were just two weaklings in the gym, but we just stayed consistent. Love to see the progress to like how we are now. Maybe have a little fun, but also put in a little work and just grow together. See each other at our weakest moments, at our best moments. He wanted to lose a lot of his fat mass, and he did that, which was like great. He looks way better now, I must say. And he wanted to do this whole running shebang.
My first run was actually the CIBC Surrey Run for a Cure, and it was a 5K. We went there as a family. I just kind of sent out and ran the 5K. I think I did it in like 21 minutes and 30 seconds, and there was this other older girl behind me, and I was like, I need to win this. I was like, I want to come first. So I was dying and I was out of breath at 4.2K, and she finally caught up to me. And I stopped and I was like, I can't go anymore. Like, I'm dying, like I can't breathe. And she's like, no, she's like, you can keep going, you can make it. Like, we'll go together. So I picked the pace back up and I stuck with her, and we finished across the finish line together. So that was a pretty good feeling, just having someone be there with you.
How did that feel, having someone boost you back up when you were kind of low?
It made me feel good because I think that's what I needed. I kind of sparked and I saw what I could accomplish, especially without any training. I did that on a whim.
My name is Sam. I've met Josh actually lifting weights at the gym.
I remember that interaction actually quite well. Sam and I were rolling on the mats there at the gym, and Josh was, I think he was just getting there or he was just leaving, but he had like a soccer backpack. And Sam, who's not typically the most talkative guy, goes up to him and he's like, hey, do you play for CMFFC? And Josh was like, yeah, I played for many years. And Sam told him that he had played. And then Josh just asked Sam to run one day, and I thought it was going to be a one and done, which it typically is with Sam. He goes on one run and then never runs with these people again. And but no, Josh has been around ever since.
I didn't really necessarily love training with someone until I found Josh that was willing to push me and I was able to push him. Every time we went for a run together, he showed up without complaining at all, and I think that was kind of something that attracted me to wanting to run with him in the future, and what I was kind of looking for in a running partner, because a lot of my running was done on my own. We started off as running buddies, and then our relationship kind of grew from there. We became friends. We started doing things outside of just running together. Both like-minded. We both like the same things: sports, running, lifting weights, and just seeing how we can grow together, grow our fitness, get faster together, proud of each other with each achievement.
His relationship with Sam is, Sam's the old dog and and Josh is this new little puppy, and he's coming in and Sam's just sitting there, and the little puppy's jumping around, and the big dog is like, kind of get away from me, but eventually the big dog warms up to the little dog, and that is Sam and Josh.
How has Josh impacted your life since becoming part of the second family?
He's always so positive. He's like the Energizer buddy. He comes in and he's full of, like, always really loud. It's like, could be 4 a.m. and on race day, and Josh is like at 4 a.m. and he's happy and he's yelling and he's messaging us and texting us, and he's like, we're gonna get this run done. He's like dancing around when he's running, and he's just like a little ball of energy, the Energizer bunny. He's just so motivated, and so being part of that second family, that motivation bleeds into everybody else.
And there's a lot of runs, like I don't want to go out there by myself without running with Josh, and I think it's important to me to have him there, especially for the tough sessions, the speed sessions, the long runs. And when one of us is falling off, the other one's there to pick each other up, right? That continuation of keep going, you got this, that brother mentality. Josh is on a journey that showcases everything he's put out there in his life towards achieving these goals. It's rare, and I think it's really good for people to follow along and see him grow.
What do you think Josh values?
I have no idea. I mean, from the outside, I would say his fitness is probably what he values most. Just, I don't know, I'm not in his head, but from the outside, that's what it looks like. Just genuine, he's himself. You know, he doesn't try to be someone else, you know, he just is. In a sense, I definitely see him as more than like just my girlfriend's little brother. I would definitely consider him family at this point. I've known him for a long time. You know, he's definitely more than just a friend.
Watching Josh become the person he is today, what makes you the proudest, and what would you want him to know?
I'm just really proud of everything he's accomplished so far. It'll be interesting to see where he is in maybe 5 to 10 years.
You got one life to live. Do what you want to do. You only got one chance to do it.
Don't let anyone stop you. You're on a great path, and yeah, just keep going for it. This kid is relentless.
Just watching him grow is also amazing.
He can push himself to his limits, and that's what like I love about him.
Cool kid, cool guy, but good head on his
This is how proud that we are of him, especially myself.
I hope he just knows how much everybody involved in this truly does care and is proud of what he's doing. Love ya. Bye.